From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 14th, 2025. We opened with reports that a hostage release ceasefire deal between Israel and terror group Hamas could be close as talks toward that end continue, with conflicting reports on whether terror group Hamas accepted a draft agreement for the deal or not. Details of the deal are not public, but reports suggest that it would include 3 stages. The first stage reportedly with the release of 33 hostages, most of whom are reportedly alive, with second and third phases to follow. Again, details are not confirmed as of this time. The 98 hostages who remain held by Hamas in Gaza have now been captive for 466 days. Another ballistic missile was launched at Israel from Yemen early this morning. As we reported to you yesterday, the IDF said that it intercepted one missile around 6:30 yesterday evening Israel time. And then this second missile was fired at Israel around 3 a.m. local time this morning, sending hundreds of thousands of residents, including of central Israel and of the outskirts of Jerusalem, running to shelters and safe rooms. This missile, too, was intercepted by the IDF. However, a large piece of it smashed through the roof of a home. The IDF said an interception fragment of the missile fell on a house in Moshav Mevo Beitar, which is about 6 miles southwest of Jerusalem. The family was inside the home in their safe room just underneath the impact and were unharmed. The Anti-Defamation League today released a new Global 100 report surveying over 58,000 adults from 103 countries and territories to gauge levels of anti-Semitic sentiments in the world today, with alarming results. CEO of the ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, wrote, the survey found that 46% of the world's adult population harbor deeply entrenched anti-Semitic attitudes, more than double the number of people with similar attitudes in ADL's first worldwide survey a decade ago. An interactive map in the report lets users see which countries had the highest and lowest anti-Semitism index scores. Greenblatt said anti-Semitism is nothing short of a global emergency, especially in a post-October 7 world. It's clear, he said, that we need new government interventions, more education, additional safeguards on social media, and new security protocols to prevent anti-Semitic hate crimes. This fight requires a whole-of-society approach, including government, civil society, and individuals, and now is the time to act. Well, the Jewish Federations of North America's Lions of Judah Conference concludes tonight in Atlanta. The gathering of Jewish women philanthropists from around the world, and among the honorees, Israel's First Lady Michal Herzog, who received the Ruth Bader Ginsburg Award Sunday night. Herzog saying she received the award on behalf of all the brave Israeli women, the mothers, sisters, daughters, and granddaughters who stood and continue to stand resiliently and courageously throughout this terrible war, who worked so hard to give a voice for those who can no longer speak, and above all, who continue to work day and night to bring our hostages home. Herzog noted she also met with the families of some of the hostages who attended the conference and said, their bravery and courage are always an inspiration, and we pray and hope for the return of their loved ones as soon as possible. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, January the 14th at 7 o'clock. Charles Asher Small examines how academic institutions have become platforms for spreading undemocratic ideologies and anti-Semitic narratives through the influence of soft power. At 8, Justin Pine speaks with Emmy-award-winning journalist Joanna Stern and Rabbi Danny Nevins, author of Torah and Technology, Circuits, Cells, and the Sacred Path, to discuss navigating technological trends through a Jewish and moral lens. At 9, Eyal, Biram, and Omer, Kalo are on L'chaim. At 10:30, an encore of the news. And coming up next, it's the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 14th, 2025. I'm Teisha Bader. Am Yisrael Chai.